Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long day, but I wanted to film so badly. Today, as you guys saw by the title, we'll be reusing some new makeup. We really are just playing with some makeup, doing kind of like a get ready with me, but with some newer products that you guys have seen me use. I think that most of these you've seen me use, one of these you haven't seen me use yet, but it still should be fun. If you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. It was like just one of those days where I was like, I need to apply some makeup. So first we're gonna go in with the NYX Marshmallow Primer. I've used this one. This one I've had for a month now, a little close to a month now, and I'm just not obsessed, you know? I think that it's a nice primer if you have someone who has just very normal kind of skin. If you have normal or combination skin, I feel like this is a good one because it's not mattifying, it's not hydrating though either, it's not extremely hydrating or anything like that. And so for me, my dry skin, I want something either hydrating or illuminating, and this kind of just primes the skin and it feels nice, it smells good, it's a fun product to use, one that I obviously am still using and will use up, but not one that I would repurchase, especially not for the full price of $17. No girl. But because this one isn't like all that in a bag of chips, we are going to go with the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. I would also like to use this one up, but that's only because I'm so close. This is my favorite primer probably. I don't know, I can't, out of all my primers right now, definitely my favorite. Out of all the primers I've tried ever, I don't know, but I do really love the way this one makes my skin look so juicy and so beautiful. And this is kind of what I wish the NYX Marshmallow Primer did on its own. Like, I didn't have to combine them, but it's alright, girl. It's alright. I don't mind combining them. I think I might go in with a little bit more because I went just want a little bit more. There we go. Alright, then for foundation, this product you haven't seen me use yet, this is the Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation. I have used this once already, and I just wasn't sure how I felt about it. I think it looks really pretty initially. Once I kind of set it though with powder, it looks a little bit dry, so I don't know if it was the powder that I used or what, or the primer like combination. I don't know what it was, but again, obviously we're testing it out for real. I have the shade 140 Neutral Buff, which ended up working pretty fine, which I thought would be like way too light for me, but I guess I'm pastier than I thought. Okay, so this is kind of one layer here. You can see like there's a lot you can see underneath it, but it's like a little more than light coverage. Has a little bit more coverage. It covers up a little bit more than a light coverage foundation, but you can still see some stuff underneath it. I think it looks really pretty. You can see just how lifelike it looks, but you can see how glowy this side looks and how this one just doesn't look as glowy. I feel like it just, I guess it does a natural hydrating foundation. I believe it claims to have a natural finish, and so obviously it wouldn't be glowy or dewy, so oily skin can use it as well. But for me, what happens is because I have dry skin, or if I use setting powder or whatever, it dries it out a little bit more. So again, hopefully it works out today because obviously I've only used it once, but that's what was my hypothesis. I feel like you can see though, my skin just looks like very naturally beautiful. And so again, for that pretty natural hydrating foundation finish, the way like if I would hear that in my mind, this looks the way that it would, I would hear it because it doesn't feel dry or anything like that. So far so good. Again, this is how it did look this nice applying it the first time, but I always set my just put something in my eye. But I always set my foundation, and so the thing is that there are very few powders that I've found that really just don't dry out my skin. Elf has some of them, but Elf Halo Glow, the Elf Prime and Stay, those both just don't dry out my skin. And a lot of the other primers that I have don't dry out my skin either. They're just a little bit more set and more matte on the matte side. And so I have found a way to make them work with super glowy, super hydrating products. Now I just have to figure out how to make this one work, you know what I mean, with the powders that I do have, you know, because I'm not buying any more powders, girl. Then we're gonna go with the Rare Beauty concealer. I have the shade 320W. This might be a little orange, but we're gonna go in with it. Sorry, a little yellow. We're gonna go in with it anyway. Everything kind of always works out. I do really like this concealer though, so this is not new. I have not bought any new concealers in so long. I think the last concealer that I bought might have been either in Ipsy Shopper or last year, like one of my Ulta purchases at the end of last year. And so I've been really good with concealer, but the only one that I really want is the Complex Culture one, and literally that's it. Like no other ones. I don't even know if any other ones have come out, honestly. Oh, the new Tarte one I do want to try at some point, but it took me so long to try Tarte Taped. I really thought I had it right then. I really thought I said Tarte Shape Tape. It took me a really long time to try the original Tarte Shape Tape, so I'm in no rush to try the hydrating version, especially because it's kind of one of those products like, did we need this? Did we need this to exist? Like, I know people think normal Shape Tape is a little too drying, but like at that point there's so many other concealers on the market. Even Tarte has so many other concealers. Why come out with the hydrating version of the same concealer? Especially when you know people like the e.l.f. camo better. I'm just confused. I'm a little confused, but you know, whatever. All right, we're gonna go in with setting powder. Like I said, I'm going with the Ciate Extraordinary Translucent Powder. I used most of this up last year because, again, it wasn't that drying under my eyes. So we're gonna go, drying in general. So we're gonna go with this, and hopefully see. Actually, I'm gonna use a pressed powder to set the rest of my face though. My newest setting powder is from One Size, but that is extremely mattifying on my skin, and it was just not gonna work today. So I was like, let's use an oldie but a goodie. Let's not even try it. Okay, we're gonna go with the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent. This is like newer to me, but I haven't been buying that many pressed powders either. Girl, all I've been buying is freaking primers and foundations. I've been obsessed. It's a bad habit, but I do really like this one. This one is just a lightweight powder that I feel like just kind of sets the face without taking, you can see it doesn't take all the life out of it. So I think we're getting somewhere, people. Oh, she looks cute. Oh yes, okay, we definitely don't look as dry as we did the other day. So definitely going somewhere with this combination of powders. Yes, going with bronzer. We're gonna use the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Perpetually Tan. I believe this is my newest bronzer because again, I haven't been buying bronzers either. I'm on a bronzer and I'm on a loose powder and a bronzer no buy because your girl has too many bronzers and too many loose powders. So I've been doing really well, honestly. Like there's not been any temptations where I'm like, okay, screw this, you know. I'm kind of like sticking to it, and so I'm proud right now. And so hopefully we can kind of wean out the bronzers that I don't love as much as the other ones, and you know, so I can have an open collection still, because not buying bronzers until I use them all up. Please, they'd all go bad first. Ooh, I just cracked my own self up. All right, next we're going with blush. We're actually gonna go with a cream blush, but I'm hoping that it looks fine, because if this doesn't look fine on top of powders, I really have been struggling with cream blushes because I really hate putting it on underneath my creams, setting it, doing everything else, and then having to go in with either a powder blush, or just wearing like a very subtle blush. I hate that, and so I would rather just have a cream blush that goes on top of powders, and bada bing, bada boom, we're good to go. So we're gonna go ahead and try this. This is the Rare Beauty blush in the shade Love. This is her original formula. It's just a mini guy here. I did dampen a sponge that's more dense, that I don't like to use for foundation. So we're just gonna dip it in and put it on this little palette here. Okay, where did it all go? Oh, okay. We sheared her out, good. I feel like this is like some of the Rare Beauty products people really just love and keep using, and they keep talking about it, and you're kind of still like they kind of just fell into some people's favorites, and I love that. But other products people just stop talking about, especially like this cream blush formula. I feel like when it first came out, people had their mixed reviews. Some people loved it, some people hated it, and then dead. Cricket. Especially because more brands are coming out with cream blushes. I feel like that's probably why, but still, people were like, cricket. But some people, their foundation, I hear a lot of people talk about their foundation or their concealer. I found that most people don't like both, which is interesting because, which is funny because they're both different. Obviously, the concealers and foundation different formulas, but one I believe claims is like more soft matte, and then the like concealer or something is more luminous or something like that, like something where it's like opposite. It's very weird that she came out with it that way, but some people either really like the foundation or really love the concealer, and rarely do they love both, and so it's kind of funny. But yeah, people still hear people talk about both of those. Primer not so much actually, neither the setting spray, but it's funny, interesting. Okay, it looks so pretty, but it's taking me a little bit to blend it out, so I'm gonna finish trying to blend her out and then I'll be back. Okay, that is gorgeous actually. It's just taking a little bit because obviously it's powder, so it's not blending as easily, but it is the matte version, so it's really matte on the face. Anyway, we're gonna go with some highlighter. I don't know why I wanted to use Rodeo Drive so bad today. I feel like, I don't know, a little bit of, maybe sadness for Becca Cosmetics that I really was like, oh, let me use Rodeo Drive. I don't know why, even though it's not the same brand. I don't know, I feel like they were around the same time. Obviously, it was like Becca Champagne Pop and Ofra Rodeo Drive. Those were the two highlighters. And so I feel kind of sad. I'm like, wow. I really hope it's not a scam. I don't think it is a scam because I don't know, they wouldn't get a lot of good feedback from this if they are like, never mind, you guys were so sad that we decided to stay. Like if they do that, I feel like people are gonna be like, okay, whatever, you just want our money. So I don't think it'll be a good thing, but it's kind of really it makes me sad that to see a brand go, even if I don't have that much from Becca, it's like still one of those brands. They were the brand to be, basically, and so it's kind of sad. But you know, we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna go in with this Hard Candy Sheer Envy Glow Setting Spray. It says 12-hour wear of hydration, radiant pearls, coconut. It's a luminous setting spray. Now I've used this the other time I wore this Essence foundation, and then I used this when I used this Physicians Formula foundation last week. And so I don't know if this is what's making my skin look a little bit more on the dry side, but I wanna kind of put it on half my face and see. Let's see, this is barely covering over anything. Okay, I'm gonna let it marinate till the end of the video, but you can see this side looks way glowier. So I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it was just the powders I was using. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in with brows. I'm just gonna be using Oldies but Goodies. I don't have any new brow pencils. I don't. But the new brow gel that I have is the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I've been enjoying this, y'all. I was a hater at first, but I've been enjoying it now. Dude, I have this much left. Like, can you hurry up, please? Thank you. Okay, so I don't know if I want to do eyeshadow yet. I'm gonna put on, I'm gonna put on the Kylie Lipstick in the shade Madeline. I don't know, one of those. I got this as a free gift with my Ulta purchase, and I want to wear one of these, but I want to wear lipstick, but I don't know what to do with my eyes, if I'm going to do anything. Oh, she's orange. Okay, yeah, so that was cute. I look a little funny. But then I'm gonna go with mascara, and the mascara I've just been dying over. I've been obsessed, and I'm sorry that I'm on the hype. I thought I could be strong enough, but this is just so good. It's the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. I do think I need a little bit more volume on mascaras that are like my holy grails. I love them because they're volumizing, lengthening, and curling, the whole nine. This one isn't as volumizing as some of my other mascaras, but I do really love the length, and like for day-to-day wear, oh my gosh, so good. And I want to reach for it all the time, so it's kind of like, girl, just let yourself love it. wow, shockingly enough, oh my gosh, we just have stuff everywhere. The shade Boss is my favorite out of the colors that we got from this free gift. I'm gonna swatch it on my wrist here. It's just a pretty, like fiery pinky red kind of shade. I'm a mess, but we'll fix that in a second. I don't know what I was saying, but anyway, the other shade, the shade Passion, oh my gosh. It ended up being a super like pink, blue, pink, baby pink, which it doesn't look like that in the tube. At least it looks a little bit more mauve. And then the shade Madeline or whatever, Madeline, is freaking ridiculously like, I don't know, it looks so pretty, but it's like orange or something crazy on the lips. I don't know what's going on here, but I like the shade that I'm wearing. This would be a fun one to like pop on during the summer or something and stuff like that. It's in spring as well. The shade Boss. It looks like a red, but, well, it looks like a red, but it ends up coming off a little bit more like orangey kind of color. Anyway, I think that's everything for this video. I didn't do any eyeshadows today because I don't have any new eyeshadows. I haven't gotten quite a few. I haven't gotten that many new eyeshadows recently, especially not this month. I didn't buy any. So we're doing big things, y'all. Let me know if there's anything you guys want me to do, specifically like, you know, do a dedicated review to. I have to keep playing around with the Physicians Formula foundation as well, so that'll be coming soon. We have some other products that are newer that I need to be playing around with more, but I want to give some other products some love. The foundation looks amazing, and so I think it was just whatever I was wearing that day because she looks bomb today. And so does Ben. The setting spray looks really good too, actually. So we know what it's not. My last thing is that it could have been this primer. So I used this first time a little bit ago, and I've used it like twice since then, or 3 times, 2 or 3 times, and I do really like it, and it ends up feeling like so good like this and very jelly and like very moisturizing, but I just don't know how much it does as far as application goes, like afterward, like how much I'm not sure how much it helps the foundation and stuff, and the like glowiness to it and the hydratedness to it. I just don't know. I don't know if it's taking away some shine, because I know Andrea Montalano really loves that thing, but she has oily skin, that primer, and so I feel like to love a hydrating primer, it has, like, I don't know the science behind it, but it's odd to me, you know. But I feel like a glowing goddess today. I wish it was summer because we look cute. All right, guys. So the quote for today, or the scripture for today is, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength." Isaiah 40:31. That is it for this video, guys. I got a burp. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.